I think this is going to be my last official week of a lean bulk because we're going to be competing on May 25th. I want to know who I become at the end of this. There's no New Year's resolution. Every day is my New Year's resolution. So that's what the competition means to me. You know, it's going to be detrimental to my health because competing isn't healthy. And then, it's not good for your physical health, it's not good for your mental health. It even affects your social life. The objective of this competition is to battle body dysmorphia, battle insecurity, to keep the focus within, to just compare ourselves to yesterday.
Baddies do not get enough credit. I don't think there's a difference between training as a natural and training as enhanced. This is still gonna be the same attitude, the same principles, and the same hunger. You're gonna have the same attitude and approach to training. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by. 9 weeks out, and I have to say, this is my least productive week. First of all, I lost my tripod. That's why I don't have the clips of my push and pull and legs workout earlier in the week. I think I left it somewhere in the locker room, someone took it home with them, or it's in the lost and found and I'm too embarrassed to ask. I don't know. But I already bought a new one. The point is, some clips are gonna have weird angles. They're all gonna be from low angles because I'm gonna be propping my phone on the dumbbells and the kettlebells and whatnot. Second, this week is where I was most inconsistent with my diet. I was still within the calories, but my macros are they're all over the place. I've been eating a lot of sugar, a lot of pizza, just basically foods that I'm not supposed to be eating. So I'm frustrated about that. It's mostly my fault because of lack of preparation and time management. There's no one to blame but me. Third of all, I missed 3 sessions. Again, because of lack of time management and the lack of discipline. I wasn't taking control of my day. I wasn't being the master of my day, so to speak. I think I missed 2 cardio sessions and my leg workout. So why am I telling you this? These moments where you fall off the wagon, they are inevitable. Alright? The trick is how to bounce back immediately. I've been in the game for so long that I can get back as easy as 2 or 3 days. So if I wasn't inconsistent yesterday, I could like plug right back in today. And it's easy for me to forget what I did yesterday. Just start off on a clean slate and start anew. To compensate for that, or as a quick fix, I'm gonna mash 2 sessions together. I'm gonna be working push and pull on the same day, which is later. I only have an hour to do it, so we're gonna mash it up. Yeah, I've been skipping it. Not good. Right now I'm fueling up with some dates. It's our only pre-workout right now. Also, I haven't been going to the grocery store, so I have no chicken, I have no protein, I have nothing. Alright, I have nothing. And this is my usual problem when Friday starts. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm usually out of stock of everything. So I have to be prepared for that next time, right? Now on to the questions of the week. Aldo Pocholotoriano asks, what's your height? I am 5'7", 170 centimeters to our metric friends. Fun fact, I was actually 5'5" in 2012 when I started lifting. And I think 2 or 3 years later, I grew 2 inches. Lengthwise, not northwise, if you know what I mean. Question 2. Considering what you said are your weak points, how do you plan to grow those weak points? Do you plan to continue competing every year, or would you take a long break to really concentrate on growing your weak points? Thanks again, Multi-Password Man, for that awesome question. Or those awesome questions, rather. Now, weak point training involves a lot of experimentation. I am not afraid to become a beginner again. If I have to go light on a particular exercise, and I will be weak on that particular exercise because it is my weak point, I am willing to take weeks or even months trying to learn the form and getting that mind-muscle connection right before I actually do some form of program for that weak point. So for example, for my lower back, I tried doing hyperextensions with just the body weight, and then when I got comfortable with that, I focused on adding more reps. After a while, when I'm confident with doing 25 reps with body weight with hyperextensions, I added one more set. So when I could do 25 reps for 3 sets, that's when I know I could add a little bit of weight. I started with 10 kilos and then kilo plate and then a 20 kilogram plate. Now I'm working with 25 kilogram plate, repping that for 15 to 20 reps, slow and controlled. So that's how I'm growing them from the bottom up. If I have a particularly weak point, like what I did with my biceps 2 years ago, I would do 2 bicep exercises at the beginning of every workout. Doesn't matter if it was legs or it was upper body. I was doing bicep curls 3-4 times a week. I may have done too much volume for that, but it was necessary for my arms to grow. So now they've caught up with everything else. That's when I tapered down and switched things up. So to answer your question, the way I grow a weak part is there will be periods in my training where I put the exercises at the beginning of my workout for that particular muscle group that's lagging. Do I plan to continue competing every year or work on those weak points before coming back? Well, that's a really good question. Me competing is dependent on a lot of factors, mainly environmental, financial, and also, of course, health related. If all those 3 points are good, then maybe I would compete regardless of whatever weakness I have. For this year in particular, I learned some things about cutting and bulking. And what's bad about me is I only count calories when I'm cutting. I never really did a dedicated lean bulk where I make sure I'm in a surplus. So I want to experiment with that. Experiment with the lean bulk because I'm getting comfortable now with tracking my calories. I want a serious bulk for at least 2 years. If I could do 3 or 4, that would be great, and competing would be more enjoyable. I'll be more confident on stage. I'll bring a more complete package. Do you know that story where I think it's from Abraham Lincoln? If he was given 6 hours to chop down a tree, he would use 4 of those hours to sharpen the axe. I think there's not much to explain about that. Third and final question. Thank you, Greg's. Training split, PPL times 2. Yes, that's back to back. I take Sunday off. Sometimes I take Wednesday off depending on what happens during the week. I've only recently started doing push-pull legs a year ago, and I found out that it's so enjoyable. I used to avoid it. I used to do full body all the time, or training chest and back at the same time. But this one, I think my body has adapted to a training split with a lot of volume, so that's a good thing. No, I'm not an ASM artist. But yeah, basically the audience now has a new pair of legs. Look at that. Got the phone clip in it. Get the instructions in I don't know, Taiwanese. Let's open it up. Oh, it's quite bulky. It's gonna look so obnoxious in the gym, bro. Oh, it's so big. That is a BBT. Big black tripod. So at 9 weeks out, progress report. Ironically, we lost weight. Last Sunday, we weighed in at about 158.8 pounds, and March 24th, which marks the end of the 9th week, we weighed in at 155.5 pounds. That's around a 3-pound loss. I can't guarantee that's all fat, probably water weight, but that's our lowest weigh-in thus far. I did notice that on this leg session, I lost some strength. The squat was a little bit difficult, maybe because they atrophied, or I was skipping leg workouts. That could have led to the decrease in performance. We're still eating at 2,300 calories, same macros. I think that's going to change in 2 weeks' time, depending on the rate of progress. Once again, thank you so much for the tremendous support in these videos. The channel growth is insane right now, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you as well to the people who comment and continue to give their questions. I really enjoyed answering them, and I would love more. If you have a question, just put it down in the comments. You'll get an answer in the next video, fitness related or not. Yo, I'm game for any question. So that ends the video. Let us simp a little less and lift a little more. I'll see you on the next one.